哎，同志们，大家好啊！那么这个今天我们来给大家做这个，还是回来做这个闪鬼3啊。这个废话不多说啊，直接开始啊。每天这个时间非常有限啊，一天1小时啊。其实我昨天啊还是看了一下能不能自己往下稍微打打，结果不能啊。因为他紧接着进去啊就是这个 BOSS 战啊，所以我赶紧就退了啊。BOSS 战还是必须要给大家看一眼的啊，因为是因为什么原因来着啊？我忘记了，反正是一个挺重要的原因啊。我看一下，需不需要调整一下这个Tactics Item Augment 啊？好像我们拿到了什么新的 Augment， 搂一眼啊。哎，对，2个 HP 啊，同志们，2个 HP。这玩意儿可以给你干什么？哦，另外一个我想要看的是这个，这是什么意思？不是这个。哦，这个都没有看到过哎，同志们，这是福利吧 ？DLC 直接送的啊！哎，那我们赶紧换上啊，赶紧换上！我就说嘛，一直说有 DLC， 滴到哪儿去了？Ride along。Model Frame 10，这么多呢？Hardcore Set 啊，我很有兴趣。Kitty Faculty Swimsuit Events U Material HP2 Armor， 这些东西居然算是 Armor， 挺搞笑的。也不是这儿，是这儿吗？我的靠嘞！我想看的是那个什么啊？哦 ，Notebook， 对 Notebook， 怎么摁到 Notebook 啊？减号，然后果然啊，你看这个我在序章当中，大家记不记得我第一话刚开始的时候啊，有解析过2个，就是比如说啊，那个钢之圣女的那个两个那个跟班小天使，我有解析的，但是这个都看不出来啊，所以说在序章里面不解析也无所谓啊，那拉倒啊。好，我们来看一下，这是什么 ？Casual， 这是什么 ？Traveling。Unspeakable， 我操！哎呀 ，Unspeakable， 李恩，这能 enlarge？ 露一眼啊！你看啊，同志们 ，Unspeakable， 算了吧啊，我们现在这个太出戏了啊！哦，这就是 Ride Along。哦，我操！ 奥斯本都可以。Pinky frames， 哇，这么多呢 ！Noble frames，Circle shades， 哦，墨镜 ，Fancy shades，Sports shades，VR，Warriors， 哦 ，Fantasy B， 哦哟。很多东西啊 Midnight Heaven Fox Scowl Military Hat Gas Mask Mishy Head 我操哎呀World Rejector 这是什么？这好像是和什么联动啊？算了，咱们这个也……哦，这可以同时3个啊，同时可以带3个啊。最后这是什么？没有啊。好，我们来看一下你的 costume。Yuna's casual for main campus. Active red. 哦哟。Crossbow cheer。他穿罗伊德的服装。那我们就是在这2个当中选一个了。啊，那必须是这个了，对不对？哎，这个好啊，这个好。好的啊。其他的应该都是和这些都是通用的。哎，等等，我刚才好像看到了一个 Yuna 限定版 Yuna's White Ribbon。哦。Yuna's Black Ribbon remove 好，这位老哥啊 Casual 好土啊，土爆了啊，土爆了，还是 remove 掉吧。Kurt's Hat 老绅士啊，太老了，太老气啊，太老气。Altina's Casual Kitty， 哎呦，这个好像有点太那个了啊，太那个了。咱们没有那么变态啊，没有那么变态，还是把这个 remove 掉吧。然后看一下这个 Altina's bunny ears main campus hat， 我觉得 main campus 的看起来比我们这个分校区的要好看一点啊。Cat，OK。行，其他都不用变啊，我们主要就是把 Yuna 啊稍微小变化一下啊，不是多大个事儿啊，大家不用那个。好 ，save 啊 ，save 一下，然后我们这个进去 boss 战了啊 ，boss 战。哦，哎呦，哦，哎呀，好，哎，给劲啊，给劲，走着。开干啊，开干！原来直接剧情中就会变掉了，哎呀！连这个例会也变掉了。The way back to the ground floor, the beast we've reached the designated point. Yet it seems so. Sheesh! What is wrong with Erebonians? What are you all thinking, building an insane place like this on school campus? I'd appreciate if you didn't lamp us all together like that. The professor, he really is the famous G. Schmidt, isn't he? Yeah, for better or worse. Though I have no clue why he's here at the branch camp.他感受到了什么？ Wait a second， 又开始播片了。
I have detected a spike in mana.
In what?
Mana?
You guys need to get out of there right away.
哦，这是提达的声音，召唤出一个什么恶魔之类的。哦哟，哎，这和我们以前在旧校舍碰到的那种东西差不多啊。
A Panzer Soldat?
No, this is.
这个好像不是什么人工的这个机械的东西啊 ，Magic Knight 啊，魔法骑士。
It's a magic knight, an orbital golem from the Dark Ages.
啊，Magic Knight 啊，是专指这个 Orbital Golem， 就是这个倒立Golem 是指石像啊，倒立石像 from the Dark Ages 就是上古时代的这个倒立石像啊。
Professor Schmidt, are you responsible for this?
Are you responsible for this?
I happened to acquire a few of these antique machines when they appeared during the Civil War. Though its output is lamentably inferior to Panzer Soldat's, its ability to act autonomously is useful. This will be your final challenge in this trial.
Is he serious?
What is wrong with him?
They're not capable of taking on a magic knight. Only one thing I can do. Heed my call! Valimar!
The use of a Divine Knight is prohibited for this trial. Level 0 was not calibrated to account for its intervention. Were you to use it against such an opponent, the data I would receive would be useless. You do have another option available to you, Schwarzer.
Against this?
Or if you prefer, you may choose to activate the new function installed in the Arcus 2s.
哦，他所说的这个 "You do have another option"，李恩可能理解错了啊，他可能理解为自己变身啊，因为李恩可以变成那种就是那种那个怎么说，类似于那个死神里面的那种解放形态啊。哦
Please activate Brave Order.
啊 ，Brave Order 啊，阵型
Prince
阵型。
Oliver said that you would be able to use it for sure, Instructor.
Oliver，奥利
I
维
bid
尔
you。felicitations on your recent graduation, delayed by duty though it was. I also wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Reed. These may seem on the paltry side as a gift for such an occasion, but I'd like for each of you to have the newly completed Arcus 2. I've added some fun little communication features to it, just for you. There are a few other new functions that can only be described as brilliant, so do give them a try next time you...
奥利
All
维尔
right, will do. What is this?
I feel some kind of energy coming from him.
A combat link? No, it's different.
Prepare to engage in combat! Brave Order. Class 7 Special Operations. Put everything you have into defeating the target! Yeah!
这个夜好假。
This one's strong. Be careful.
Press 上啊 to issue a brave order. Brave order casts BP to use and provide special buffs to allies without consuming a turn. 啊，连消耗一回合都不需要啊，这个相当于是不需要用角色来进行的这个所谓的这个阵型啊。The number indicates how many turns your party is affected. 哦，就是说 BP 1是不是就意味着哦，不是，这个是指左边这张图啊，就是这个 Raging Fire 下面这个数啊6啊 indicate 6回合啊。Your party is affected. You can issue a new brave order while counts of the old one still remain. Only one order can be issued per turn, but you can issue the same order multiple times during battle. Brave orders from reserve combatants will also be available. 他所说的 per turn 怎么定义一个 turn 呢？在这个叫什么轨迹系列的这个里面没有这个 turn 这个概念啊，是不是指从你现在开始，比如说李恩现在行动到李恩下一次行动，这算一个 turn， 李恩的这个阵型就只能用一次，可能这个意思啊。 有可能是我的瞎逼猜啊。好，我们先试一下这个 order 啊，这个是六回合 damage 加20%。Arise damage dealt and CP gained， 然后 CP 是一次性加10。Iron Will Defense 8个回合啊，50% damage reduction restore 10 HP EP。现在我们有5点 BP 啊，我操，那 BP 是这么稀有的东西，用它来做那个连锁的那个要一下子消耗2格啊，感觉好像有点亏啊。哦，我知道了，你这个所谓这个 order 是不是只也不是，算了，不懂。先来一个 Raging Fire 啊
Raging Fire
Formation 啊 Formation 阵型啊。好，咱们直接开干啊，开干。先这个先 arts 一下啊。我们先看一看啊，这个玩意儿，哎，它不弱火啊，弱土啊，同志们。所以说咱们这个它弱土的话，咱们直接开干吧啊。哎，先直接 attack。
Now!
rush 一下。
Let's go, Altina!
Understood. There.
Let's go.
这个能加一点 delay 也是不错的啊。delay 一下。
Strike!
Here we go!
哎，这个是土啊，赶紧土起来啊！
Arcus activate!
My turn.
啊，最后由他来 detector 一下啊。
Search mode activate. Detailed information obtained.
哦，有 analyze SR 了啊 ，good。好的，那我们看一下他怎么进攻吧。哦，还是 AOE 的，小型 AOE 啊，小型 AOE。如果是这样，那我们看一下 arts 吧。其实这个负面状态它基本上不吃啊。高阶的这个属性啊，时空幻啊都没有说抗性问题啊。哎，他居然吃了一个 Yuna 的一个什么魔法啊，还挺搞笑的。直接平砍。好。
I'll assist.
啊，就这么随便打打就已经 OK 了。啊，实在不行放 SG 嘛。
There.
rush 一把。
Yuna.
I got it! Yeah! It's my turn!
哦，这个 order 还是只能用这个李恩的啊。他现在到底是什么问题啊？我也看不出来他到底是他的状态到底是什么啊？哦，破防了啊，同志们，这个紫色这个他在那哔哔哔，就是这个破防啊，行吧？哎，他不要搞这个七七八八，他专心一心一意放针啊，放这个 needle shot。已经快没血了，我觉得不可能。哦 ，critical 一把。
Now.
直接上去砍吧，1700多滴血，这个我觉得，zero arts， 但是 fire 它不吃啊，那还不如直接砍了。418
My turn.
现在还剩1065啊，我要不要再吃他一招呢？我就怕吃他一招给吃死了，这怎么弄？能不能再 delay 一下？哎，可以啊，你看，同志们，可以 delay 啊 ，delay。
Strike. It's down.
还有一把小 assist， 247啊。
Here I go.
好，最后一刀243，用不用二次啊？不用二次，直接上去砍吧。ZR
Set. Striker.
Striker 啊，直接上去。
Yeah.
242，243，他，哦 shit， 只有1滴血啊，这也太扯了啊 ！More powerful by entering an enhanced state. Effects of enhanced enemy leave themselves open, making them easier to break. Try to break the enemy and regain advantage in a battle. Dark roll. 我操，还回血！不要这样吧！
It's my turn.
刚才就差1血，我就把他干掉了啊！这个太扯了，那我只能，要不然让李恩放一个大。哎，
Very well. Strike! An opening.
State depleted. I'm sorry.
不是吧？团灭！
Everyone.
就因为1血我团灭。这简直了啊，同志们！
Let's go. Raging fire formation. Sit. Let's go.
他直接回到满血状态的这个的 enhanced 状态啊！
Strike.
It's my turn. Arcus activate.
I shall go.
哎，已经那个过了。
I'll support Argent.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I'm up. Crimson Slash! Very well. Strike! It's down. Yuna!
Okay.
Yeah!
Yes. All right. Arcus activate.
I shall go. I'll support Argent.
Thanks.
Thanks.
It's my turn. Crimson Slash! My turn. Strike!
It's my turn. Uh,
又 enhanced 了。
It's my turn.
嗯。
Crimson Slash! Let's go. Strike! An opening.
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
all right.
我操！我他妈的连拉死人的这个东西哦，有在这儿。
Thank you.
All right. Arcus activate.
It's my turn. Ha! Now! Let's go, Altina!
Understood.
Very well. Strike! It's down.
It's mine.
Now.
481。不行，只能靠打。哎，
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
My turn. Yeah.
哎操，89，每次都他妈的就差那么一点点。
My blade, calm as still water. Now!
其实这个一仗真的不会那么难啊，非常非常简单。我们刚才就差1血啊，这是计算失误啊！我真的是高看了那个 Yuna， 我还把它特意转换成了那个攻击模式啊！哎我操，什么玩意儿？
This is the blade of the 8 leaves. All right, got it.
Yeah, I did it.
I must train even more.
Stats updated.
Go.
Stamina depleted. A short rest is required.
You guys did amazing! The trial's complete! But you took this way too far, Professor!
That was faster than I expected. I'll have to increase the difficulty next time.
Could you please listen to me?
This trial was completely absurd.
Next time? Is he gonna make us go through all that again?
The probability seems high.
At least that put an end to our orienteering exercise. Thank you. Great job, class. You all handled the first test of Brave Order very well. I'm proud of you. There are some areas each of you could improve on, but you just need to tackle them one at a time. I'm sure today hasn't instilled you with much faith in the idea of Class 7.
这个是以前的第7班啊。
Then you have an instructor who's only just graduated. What if he doesn't know what he's doing?
Emma uses 这个叫什么 Fee 还有盖乌斯
Like I said, if you want to transfer to classes 8 or 9, I swear that I'll make it happen. But it's something I want you to decide for yourselves. Think hard about what you believe, what you want to accomplish, what kind of future you want, and, most importantly, who you are. Only you can figure out if Class 7 is the right place for you. Take all that to heart, and I know you'll have your answer.
Una Crawford reporting. From today, I will be part of Class 7, Special Operations.
Really?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? It's not because I want to. I never wanted to come to this school. I'd much rather be back in Crossbell. I don't like Erebonia, and I don't think much of you either.
So it seems.
But throughout the entire exercise, your guidance was clear and accurate. If you weren't with us, we never would have beaten that thing. Honestly, it's infuriating. And I'm annoyed I couldn't show off what I learned at the police academy. That's why I'm going to stay in Class 7 until I can prove myself. Until I can show up an annoying hero like you, Ashen Chevalier.
She's ridiculous.
At least she's consistent in her ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness.
The annoying part aside, you really don't need to keep calling me a hero. You know what? I respect that kind of determination. Welcome to Class 7, Una.
Got it.
Kurt Vander reporting. I will also join Class 7. That said, I have no definitive reason for doing so.
I have no definitive reason for doing so.
Oh?
I simply have no objections to the branch campus's decision to place me in this class. If anything, I'm grateful for the chances it'll give me to test my skills in real combat. I couldn't face my family if I allowed the blades I inherited to rust.
So they're heirlooms?
Metaphorical. He means the will of the Vander school.
I'm also interested in seeing what the 8 leaves can do. So far, I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed.
Whoa! That's way out of line.
I do not believe you're in any position to say that.
Well, that's because I'm still learning. Just like you guys. Welcome to Class 7, Kurt.
Thank you.
How about you, Altina?
There is no need for confirmation. While the details are classified, I intend to follow the protocols of the mission.
No, Altina, that's not what I mean. The answer needs to come from you.
Does she not understand?
I won't accept your participation unless you chose this. I don't care who originally placed you here, whether it was the principal, the intelligence division, or even the imperial government. Why do you want to stay? It can be anything.
And it can't be what I said.
Hey! Why are you picking on her so much? I still don't get how you guys know each other, but you can't talk like that to a little girl who...
I can't think of a reason. All that comes to mind is how I've supported you on all of your operations this past year. If I'm to be at the branch campus, it is only right that I be in your class. It was also Class 7 who once stood in the way of my mission. Even if the students have changed, I find myself somewhat drawn to the name. Does that work?
It works for now. I'm glad you're staying, Altina.
Okay.
Oh, brother. You sure drew that out.
It's been one thing after another.
I now officially declare the formation of Class 7 Special Operations. Let's all work hard and grow together. Not just as a class, but as comrades.
Comrades.
That was so sweet, Ring.
I was wondering how things were going down here.
Foolish. No instructor has the authority to change a student's placement.
If any of them wanted to transfer, I would have allowed it.
Principal Le Guin, with all due respect.
Everything worked out, so it's fine. Didn't you hear? They decided for themselves. Classes 8 and 9 had a good start, too. Not bad for a trash bin. The coming days will be very interesting indeed. Train our fledglings well while you can. That is, if you don't want them to be swept away by this turbulent era.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeesh! This is some school I landed myself in.
没有想到这个兰迪啊会加入我们主线剧情啊。这个兰迪大法师啊，不知道大家有没有听说过
？Damn, he's even worse than Gramps. Coming here to study is crazy enough, but you sure you want to work under that old goat?
Don't be like that. He's actually pretty amazing. And I feel like I'll be able to make a lot of friends here. But most importantly, I want to do all I can in place of everyone who couldn't come to the Empire.
Look at you, all grown up and doing your own thing. Guess I can't call you short stuff anymore, huh?
Oh.
摸头杀，天哪！
Our old enemies are definitely on the move. Not just them. The Imperial government and a few other groups are up to something too. Thank the freaking goddess that dumbass was around to help me set up a long-distance line. If anything happens, I'll be here in a flash. Don't hesitate to call me, Tita. You got that?
You bet. But only if you promise me you'll be careful, Agate. Don't do anything too crazy.
阿加特啊，同志们，阿加特。我还是比较喜欢以前那个造型啊，现在这个造型感觉脸有点长啊，这个头身比有点畸形啊。以前这个只是一个脸部这个例会啊。
For both the main and branch campuses?
Yes, their first day ended without incident.
Blue Head Officer 这个蓝发的是那个叫什么特雷莎还是什么东西啊？
Class 7 Special Operations, Class 8 Combat Tactics, and Class 9 Military Finance have all been established.
哦，雷克特，右边是雷克特，最上面应该是不是就是校长
Man, oh man. Just when I thought we finally shoved that beast in a cage.
Shove that beast in a cage。这个看来是奥斯本啊，这个在看屏幕的。
Arabonia's #1 sweetheart just had to show up wanting to be an instructor.
Just had to show up wanting to be an instructor.
Indeed. Between them and a certain capable young woman, there's far more talent there than one would ever expect from a...
哦，这个不是校长啊，这是个男的啊，那就是 Lufus。
Perhaps there wasn't a need to send him there from Crossbell so soon after all.
Who do you think you're fooling? We all know why you really sent him. But whatever, a powerhouse like him will come in handy.
这是指谁呢？是指兰迪
I'm
吗
not sure this is appropriate.
In any event, the wheels are now in motion. With Northumbria's annexation, every bush those serpents would dare hide in has been burned to ash. They have no choice left but to try and reclaim their master's plan. As for the branch campus, that pitiful final act of rebellion from a prince who's lost his blade and his wings,
这是指奥利维尔。
We shall simply have it, and my worthless son dance at the end of our strings.
李恩就是他的儿子啊，李
Your
恩是。
Excellency. Laying it on kind of thick, don't you think?
By your will, Excellency, we Ironbloods will see your ambitions are fulfilled.
铁血啊。
I think the connection's finally gone through.
Yay, it worked! I never dreamed I'd be able to talk with you all like this.
Indeed. His Highness was too kind to arrange this feature.
Doesn't look like Rean or Gaius came through. Could be they're too far away. Oh, or maybe somewhere where the signal's super weak.
No matter. I'm sure we'll have more than ample opportunities to speak with them in the coming days.
That's right, and we can finally fulfill our promise. Well, you sure are fired up.
How could she not be? This is the season for reunions, after all.
Yeah, spring is here once again.
这是 Emma 吧？刚才应该是一段视频会议啊，结果李恩和盖乌斯好像没有参加，剩下的几个原第7班的这个成员来进行交流。终于过了序章了啊！天哪！这是 Yuna。哦，这个绿头发的，我记得一开始的时候有啊，但是现在没了。哦，这个也是啊，一开始的时候有，现在没了。哦，小丑肯帕雷拉，这是谁 ？Crow 吧。苍之齐格飞啊，很搞笑这个名字，我觉得。吉利亚斯·奥斯本，铁血宰相奥斯本，这是，哎，这是黑兔吗？啊，这不是，这是什么？这灵吗？还是？哦，这个是，这谁啊？估计那个男生和那个绿发可能是之后会转班过来啊。对他们班最后5个人嘛，我想起来了。这是原第7班。Emma 的变化很大啊。OK， Prologue 终于结束了，娘的！好 ，Proceed。今天也没剩多久了，妈的，第一场战斗他妈的打了2次啊，真丢人啊！而且第2次还被 KO 了一个人啊，不 make sense， 完全不 make sense。是1血被人家反杀，极限反杀，我操！我就是不舍得放个 S 7，我他妈的真的是丢人啊！哦，这是提达。这2个莫非是那个人的姐姐？这个里面透露出一些人物关系啊，可能和支线任务有关。 哦，这不是兰迪大法师吗？哦，这个是 Kurt 在这练剑的。他还穿着这个呢。你在学校里穿成这样不要紧吗？
All set. We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep.
谁呢？
Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana.
Ken and Nana. Dad, Mom, Ken and Nana. Ken 是他哥哥吧？估计是。这一家女性全是哦，不对，男性也是啊，都是红发。
Wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all. I won't lose to any of these Imperials.
Strike!
哦，莫非解锁 SG 了？
Not bad. I simply need more experience. Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath. The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School.
8叶一刀流。
It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do. I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his divine knight.
这你就错了，8叶一刀流都是怪物啊！我天哪，你就这么跑真没事儿吗？感觉有点违和啊，要不给他换回来吧？
Good morning.
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single...
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning routine.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about before.
Huh?
You know, when I slapped you. I know it wasn't your fault. I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was childish of me.
Ah, that. I'd like to apologize too, but have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks? Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
I don't dislike the people here. Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize. Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day, and...
Ah, right.
And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
Don't worry about that. Besides, like I said, my training is just part of my morning routine. Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like you?
Huh?
Oh, I don't mean to offend. Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
Hey! Wanna run that by me again?
Like I said, I don't mean to offend. I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work. Well, let's start over. Glad to be your classmate, Kurt.
Hello, you two. Good morning.
Altina? I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning. I didn't want to wake you, so I took it in the study room. If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean, routine status call?
Sorry, that is confidential.
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class. We're all in the same class anyway. So why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence would be a third wheel.
A third wheel. 这叫什么？电灯泡啊。
Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what's going on.
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
Leaves is such a nice place. I can't get enough of this homey atmosphere. It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban. We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. However, that plan fell through. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Well, you sure do know a lot.
I suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough. I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art? Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard, especially at Thor's. It's a prestigious traditional school founded by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
However, it seems the main campus has changed significantly this year.
Ah, yeah.
Huh? I don't get what you guys are talking about, but looks like we're gonna have to give it 110% here. Let's kick all the other classes' butts.
Well, if you say so. However, most of our lessons are held with the other two classes anyway.
Homeroom is the only one we have without them.
Oh, right. I guess it makes sense given the small number of students, but that means class 7.
Well, well. If it ain't the chosen ones strutting off to class together.
Oh, 这不是之后会加入我们的。
I think he's in class 8.
Good morning. Is there something we can help you with?
Nope, not a thing. Just wanted to get a little peek at the class taught by the hero of Erebonia. Class 7, huh? I'm sure the view is just great from up on that pedestal of yours.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're being treated the same as any other students.
Yeah, it's not like things are going to be different for us just because our instructor's famous.
Oh yeah? Then why'd they go out of their way to make such a small class? A little kid who's clearly too young to be here. Some rich pretty boy with fancy hair. Oh, and a loud, unruly foreigner from some sob story country. Oops, my bad. Not a foreigner anymore, huh?
这个人说话实在是。
All right, we understand. You're a tough guy, but that's quite enough. If you have more to say, I'd be happy to talk with you further after school.
Not bad. You've got more spine than I gave you credit for. But the one I've got business with is...
I'm so happy to see everyone getting along.
Oh?
She's from class 9, military finance.
这个人对李恩有相当大的热情。
Good morning to you all. The weather is just splendid, isn't it? But if you spend too much time out here chatting, the bell will ring before you know it.
True.
You all done messing with us?
Me? I'm not here to mess with you. Well then, see you around.
I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you again for the classes we have together.
What's that blonde guy's problem? I can't believe they let some punk like him into a military academy.
He obviously had some issue with those of us in Class 7. No, not us exactly, but...
李恩，他和李恩有仇。
We better hurry, or we'll be late to homeroom.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Whew. Hard to believe it's been 2 weeks already.
It warms my heart to see all the students trying their best. The classwork here is much more difficult than at the main campus, so I'm sure it's tough on them.
Yeah. Then on top of that, training exercises were added onto their curriculum. We didn't have anything like that at the main campus. Thor's branch campus. I think I'm starting to understand what the government's trying to do here.
Oh, but I don't think that's the only reason for this place. In keeping with Thor's tradition, we'll also have those days to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a relief for them. I'll tell my students about them after school, alongside the club announcement.
Got it. Thanks for taking care of that. Well then, Instructor Reen, let's give it our all today.
Likewise, Instructor Toa.
Chapter 1 Reunion.哦，他教数学课，这个人会数学啊。哦，大班上课了。为什么第7班就坐在最前面？我操，这个 formula 我他妈都看不懂。
You will need it when calculating trajectory. Make sure you commit it to memory.
Political economics.
This is known as
政治
gross
经济学。
domestic product, or GDP for short. By the way, the GDP of the Empire of Erebonia rose 42% last year compared to 2 years ago.
我操，埃雷波尼亚帝国涨得也太快了吧！42%相比2年前，中国都没那么多。
Today's task is walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it won't be. We'll be marching, so I need to see perfect posture and formation while armed. Even combat tactics got worn out by this.
兰迪教这个军姿，兰迪大法师啊，他教帝国历史，历史课这种水课，李恩来教是没问题。
Said to be the largest turning point in the history of the Empire. The end of this war brought us to our modern era.
就念书吗？
We'll be looking into the events leading up to the war that caused it to develop the way it did.
The way he explains it, it's actually pretty easy to understand.
An interesting perspective.
Oh, I see. I'm actually learning a lot.
He's so dashing.
他是绝对是对李恩是啊倾心已久啊。在最初那场战斗的时候，我们就看出来了啊。How do you guys hold up？ 为什么他们就能坐第一排呢？这不公平。Tired and prepared for the coursework to be difficult, but even so, they're just piling more work on us just as we're getting used to the old pace. Haha, not yet, but I may end up needing to do just that. The curriculum here at the branch campus is pretty diverse. It'd probably be a good idea to prepare yourself for even more work down the road. If only there were so many lectures. Energy consumption greater than expected. Sheesh. Tomorrow is a free day 啊，这个我们以前也有啊，这个设定，每个礼拜天好像是个 free day， 可以自由行动。That's right. In fact, I was just about to explain. Alright, the entrance guide mentioned that, didn't it? How's it different than a normal day off? Think of free days as normal school days, but without any classes. On free days, you can study, train, or pursue one of your hobbies. If you get permission beforehand, you can even go visit Hamda for the day. 可以出去啊，到别的大城市去。Wow, that's a lot more freedom than I expected. I figured it was going to be some rest day with a ton of rules and restrictions. That doesn't sound too bad though. Well, it's just one of the things that makes Thors Thors. 这是 Thor 军官学校的这个，他怎么翻译的？托尔军官学校的这个一个历史啊，悠久的这个惯例。However, though you're generally free to choose what you do, there is one mandatory task tomorrow. You'll need to choose a club to join. 社团活动啊。A club? I hadn't thought there would be clubs at school that was only just founded. It was a requirement from the principal herself. She said as long as we're using the Thor's name, student clubs are a must. You'll be allowed to apply for a club as long as you have at least 2 members. We will also see about getting your club the proper equipment. Oh, and any students who don't join a club will be put on student council, where they'll work directly under the principal. 加入学生会，直接去为校长干活啊，干体力活啊。以前 Tower 就是啊 ，Tower 这个李恩经常帮 Tower 跑腿啊。Sounds dangerous. What is it with this place? Everyone here is too over the top. So we're being forced to choose then? We have until tomorrow, correct? Right, I recommend you start thinking about it after school today. If you need advice, feel free to talk with any of the faculty members. Remember, we're here to help you. Understood? I'd prefer just having you assign me a club. Also, regarding the new course at the end of the week. 新课程嘛 Oh yeah, forget about that. Panzer Soldat training? That's right. The training units have arrived at the hangar. You'll be joining the combat tactics students for basic maneuvering lessons. After that, we'll discuss the special lessons, the first of which will take place this weekend. The special lessons, I was curious about those. There's likely no point in us asking about them now, is there? Sorry, but not even us instructors have been filling on it. 我们也不知道. Anyway, focus on tomorrow for now. Think of it as a day to spread your wings and lift your spirits. That concludes homeroom. Can I have you lead the class here, Altina? Understood?
Stand, bow.
Stand. 起立，敬礼。Instructor's room, 就是 Building 1F. Well, tomorrow is the free day. It is essential a free day for us faculty members as well. However, I'd like you all to join a briefing at 3 p.m. 3 点. A briefing. It's starting to sound real military in here all of a sudden. Is it perhaps about... That's correct, the special lessons that will be held next weekend? I see. That's the only info we're getting for now, eh? If it's this top secret, I'm guessing it's gotta be bigger than even Panzer Soldat training. All of the students will be joining for these lessons, correct? Correct, without exception. All students and teachers from class 7 to class 2 through 9 will participate. Please report at 3 p.m. tomorrow to the tactical conference room in the main building. That is all for now. Sheesh, he's the picture-perfect model of a hard-ass IMP guy, that's for sure. Way I hear it, things are only gonna get more army-flavored around here. Yeah, seems that way to me too. That key place, the Panzer Soldats and the freight train. For Branch Campus, this place is far too well equipped to just be some throwaway pawn. Yes, that's true. I know the main campus was renovated as well, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that just as much mirror was spent here. What bothers me though is where is it all coming from? And if they're dropping that much cash here, what are they expecting in return from us? And what have I got myself into? Get me at this crazy place. Instructor Randolph. Well, I mean, we can't really stop you from leaving, but come on now. I'm just kidding around. I'm not just gonna drop my responsibility like that. Besides, the kids in combat tactics seems like they are gonna be a fun group to work with. Anyway, think I'll head out now. Let's both go check up on the kids, see if they need help with their big club decision. Yeah, got it. We'll see you later. 兰迪大法师走了。I can't help but feel like there's a war between us. Really? I don't get that impression. He's easy to talk with and he seems to care for his students. Nah, he's definitely a great instructor. It's just a year ago I fought against one of his comrades. 罗伊德啊，罗伊德。So I don't imagine he's got a very high opinion of me. And honestly, I can't really blame him. Rian. Anyway, I'll go checking on the students and head back to the dorm for the day. I'm sure picking a club on such short notice isn't going to be easy for them. Yeah, good point. I've said it before, but let's both keep doing our best. Now then, school's down for the day. It's got a different feeling to it than when I was a student. Kind of refreshing. Maybe I'll walk around the campus to get a feel for it. I can chat with some of the students while I'm at it, and if they've got any problems or need advice, maybe I can help them out. I should also talk with the principal and the other faculty members. You can now view the character tab in your notebook. The character tab lets you read profiles and additional information on certain characters you've met. Additional information can be added to their profile through specific conversations, events, etc. The quick travel menu is now available. Open the quick travel menu with the Y button and select a location you visited before to instantly return there. The quick travel menu will also display the location of key events and your comrades. Press Y to access. Key event location, character location. Cool. Event markers. Occasionally you'll see event markers displayed on characters and places. These show that an event will take place there. Key event 红色 Quest event 支线任务绿色 Other event 绿色星号 Bonding event 是橙色 Bonding event 就是这个提高好友度的啊。终于可以自由活动，不过为什么又是里恩自由活动呢？赶紧先储存一下啊。然后我们还是把这个换回来啊，换回来。好的。那么我们今天要不就做到这儿啊？我们好不容易啊，花了3期才把这个那个序章过了啊，这个实在是稍微有点慢啊。不过我自己看一下啊，这个我来先看一下 Y 啊。果然啊，这个很便捷，很便捷。但是为什么只能在这个 School EF and 2F 这个？没到过的地方你都不能传送啊！我还得自己往上跑啊！所以说，没有什么办法啊，我估计得稍微跑一跑了。 行吧，那我们今天就做到这儿啊，感谢大家观看，我们下一次再见，拜拜。